Well, today we harvested our onions, and they didn't do as well as in past years, but we have an abundance of them. Now, these white onions don't keep. They don't keep, they'll just spoil before the winter's through. So I'm going to make some onion thyme marmalade. Now, a friend of mine, Dorothy, when she moved away from where we are, gave me this book. And in this book, there's a recipe for onion thyme marmalade. I've modified it a little bit because I think the modifications that I've made make it a little bit better. So I've weighed out 2 kilograms of these onions. Now they're all clean, ready to slice up. With that, I have to have 2.5 cups of light brown sugar, half a cup of honey, 2 cups of white vinegar and half a cup of balsamic vinegar, 2 tablespoons of pickling salt, 2 bay leaves, and the recipe calls for 6 peppercorns, but I like a little bit more, so I'm putting this many in, maybe 2 dozen. It just gives it a little bit of extra bite. So the first thing I have to do is slice all these onions. And they don't have to be sliced particularly thin. And this onion thyme marmalade is so good. It's almost like caramelized onions in a jar. And they're so good. They're really good. They're good with meat, with fish, with cheese. They're just delicious. It's a delicious condiment. So I'm going to slice all of these onions. You see, I'm not being very careful about how thick I'm cutting them. They don't have to be uniform in size, just in nice slices. And then I will put everything in the pot, and the last thing I do is add fresh thyme, and that gives it just that nice flavor. So I'm going to chop these all up, and I'll show you what I'm going to do next. So I've cut all my onions, and you might ask, how did she do that without having a runny nose and red bleary eyes? Well, a little trick that I just learned today that seemed to work. As I was cleaning and preparing the onions, I just popped them into the sink in a sink full of really cold water. No tears, no runny nose, no red eyes. So this might look like a lot of onion, but you want some onion in every single bite that you have when you use this recipe, when you eat this stuff. So I'm hoping my pot is big enough. I'm going to put all these in the pot, hoping they all fit with all this other stuff. It's a lot of onion, but these won't keep. They start going bad almost immediately after they're picked. I think what I will do with those leftover onions is make a pickled onion for burgers and hot dogs and sausages or whatever. Look at those nice onions. They're beautiful. They're really nice. It's unfortunate that they just don't keep. So that is 2 kilograms of onion. On top of that, I'm going to put my 2.5 cups of light brown sugar. And so this is one of the modifications that I've made. I'm using white vinegar with balsamic vinegar. The recipe suggests using red wine vinegar. Now I have made it before using white vinegar and port, a mixture of white vinegar and port. Mix that up. Oh, it already smells good. It doesn't seem like a lot of juice in there, but it'll all these onions will cook down. You'll see as they cook down, you'll see that the pot will not look nearly as full. So I'm going to mix that up just a little bit. Add my 2 tablespoons of coarse pickling salt. That's another modification that I made. Here's another one. I love using honey in my chutneys and in my condiments. It just seems to make them a little bit more mellow and delicious. And fortunately, we have a local producer here who Has really good honey. 2 bay leaves, many peppercorns. There you go. That's it. The thyme goes in a little bit. I have to go pick it. So I'm just going to put this on the stove and start letting it cook. It takes quite a few hours to get it to the consistency that you want, because in the end you have a nice sticky, the onions are nice and soft and cooked, and they turn a beautiful color. This whole thing turns a beautiful color, and it's so good. So I'm going to put this on the stove to cook now. On high to get it started, and just let it, then I'll turn it down to a simmer. I'll show you what we do when we add the thyme and how it looks at that point. So I just came back from picking this fresh thyme from my neighbor Mona. She had these lovely thyme plants growing in her yard, and she doesn't know what to do with it. So she called and she said, if you want thyme, I've got lots, it's yours. So I went and picked some. Now this is lemon thyme. Normally I would use just regular thyme, but this I think will give it a nice, subtle, lemony twist flavor. So what I did when I got home, I pulled leaves off the plant and I put 2 teaspoons in my pot, which is simmering on the stove right now. And then when I go to jar the marmalade, I'm gonna put a sprig in each little jar, on top of each jar, just as a little bit of a decoration and to give it a little more flavor. Oh, it smells so good. Smell that. Doesn't it smell nice? So lemony. You wouldn't believe how nice it smells. So keep watching for the final product. So the marmalade has been cooking for quite a few hours. I've already put some in jars, but this is what it looks like. And so you can see that it's quite thick, and those onions have cooked down so nicely. So now I'm just going to jar. I've added some thyme to the pot while it was cooking, and now just, maybe there's a little too much in there. A little bit of juice in there, and a sprig of thyme on top. A little sprig of thyme, and into the sterilized jar with a lid, and then upside down for a few minutes. Simple as that. If you want a really good condiment, do this. If you have extra onions, I wouldn't recommend buying onions to do this unless you get a really good price for the onions. Little sprig of thyme. This is lemon thyme. It's a little bit different from the thyme that I would normally use, but I think it will be just fine. The lid. Upside down. I'm hoping that I'm going to get 9 jars. So 2 kilograms of onions should give you about 9 jars. A little bit of sauce in there. And as it cools, it will thicken a little bit. So it won't look so runny. A little sprig of thyme right on top, and with the lid, and just turn it upside down. You want to taste it? You want to taste it? This jar might not be quite full. This is good on a sandwich, on fish, on cheese with crackers and cheese, meat of any kind, a burger, anything like that. It's so good. Look at that. 9 jars. This one isn't quite full, so I think I'll keep it out. Tastes good. There we go. There we go. Onion thyme marmalade. Look at it. It's so nice and so good. Look at those jars. So turn them upside down for a few minutes and that helps seal them. But I'm just going to take a little bit here. Not much onion left in this pot, but it's worth making. It's delicious. It's delicious. Thumbs up there. Delicious. So if you want something a little bit different, you have a surplus of onions, you want something just a little bit different, try making onion thyme marmalade. You won't regret it. It's so good. Good luck.